Green light ahead. Let's go. We are seeing a real surge right now in interest for the skilled trades. It is a massive team here, working together like one big machine. I want young people to see their future in manufacturing. So how do we attract them? By showing them there is nothing cooler than real production. The whole process of shipbuilding, it really pulls you in. If you find your place here and prove yourself, you definitely have the chance to grow. Economic growth, a historic breakthrough for industry. Russia's new generation faces plenty of challenges, reaching for new heights. These results are rooted in tradition. The ones who started modernizing our industry. Now a new generation has stepped up. Initiative, creativity, ready to write a great new history for their cities and the country. A forge for a skilled workforce. A new shift. Nizhny Novgorod, a major industrial and cultural hub with centuries of history. A city that defends, a city that works. During the Great Patriotic War, victory was forged right here on the home front. Gorky, as it was called then, was a vital transport hub and a major center for military production. And now it rightfully holds the honorary title of City of Labor Valor. The glory of this land was built by many enterprises, including the legendary gas plant, Gorky Automobile Plant, a true symbol of our domestic auto industry. On January 29, 1932, the first Polotorka truck rolled off the line. It was destined to be a symbol of the great victory. By the early 1940s, the plant was producing nearly 70% of the country's vehicles. During the war, they switched to mass production of tanks, armored cars, guns, and ammo. Want to defeat the enemy in war? Double and triple the production plan. This wartime slogan called on workers to give everything they had. Today, through gas vehicles, you can trace the entire history of the Russian auto industry. In 2022, the plant celebrated its 90th anniversary, having built over 19 million vehicles. Even today, it remains a forge for talent, where a new shift has already arrived. Early in the morning, when I head into the plant, I see hundreds of people walking through the entrance. I really like it. It makes me proud. My grandparents told me stories about working at the factory. Listening to them, I knew I wanted to be here too. It is a huge team here, all working together like one big mechanism. Today, GAZ is a leader in commercial vehicles. They are in demand for business, industry, schools, hospitals, and transport firms. The unique production system at GAZ ensures maximum efficiency at every step. Vehicles are getting more complex, packed with electronics. Processes are more advanced now, so you have to master them. Programming, computers, tablets. We use all these modern tools directly in our work. This is my section, where 19 people work. They handle wheel alignment, check AC systems, and program control units for the new high-tech Sobol NN. We partner with schools, so students come here to get hands-on training right on the job. I first came here in 2011. I've known Sasha for a long time, very well. We started working together about 2 years ago. That's when I started joining production projects and conferences. He takes every task very seriously. Production is split into several main stages. The giant assembly shop has 8 conveyor lines, running at once, plus sub-assembly areas. It follows a general principle. First, the frame is laid down, and units are mounted onto it step by step. Then comes the engine, cab and body. A new vehicle rolls off the line every 90 seconds. You can really build a career here. I started as a fitter, then became a team leader, and now I'm a group manager. I also served as a section head. I'm a very active person in general. I'm a member of the DND, the Volunteer Community Patrol. We patrol our home district and maintain order. I want people to live in a safe, comfortable place. City of Labor Valor. Nizhny Novgorod was awarded this title in 2020. The residents' contribution to victory. A historic event for the whole region. Dzerzhinsk also received this title. Its factories supplied the army with reliable ammo and explosives, producing millions of shells, bombs, and mines. Locals understand and take pride in this status because the traditions of the Arsenal of Victory and the Defense Industry Center are alive here. We now lead the Volga district in the number of defense enterprises. There is tremendous growth in production. Nizhny Novgorod grew into an industrial giant, largely thanks to its shipbuilders. The history of shipbuilding here spans centuries, and there are plenty of opportunities for career advancement. Krasnoye Sormovo, one of Russia's oldest shipyards. A forge for a skilled workforce, and not just in shipbuilding. In 1920, the country's first tanks were built here. The plant served as an arsenal during every war, in every era. Whatever the country needed at the time, the plant would produce it. In just 45 days of war, the plant switched to a war footing, launching T-34 tank production. By October 1941, Sormovo tanks were defending Moscow. With an onslaught of steel and fire, Soviet tank crews crushed the enemy near Moscow, Leningrad, Stalingrad, Kursk, the Baltics, and Berlin. The Krasnoye Sormovo plant was founded in 1849 and celebrates its 175th anniversary in over 2 centuries. Nearly 2,000 vessels have been built here. Tugboats, dry cargo ships, tankers, over 300 submarines, including 25 nuclear ones, plus railway transport, bridges, and massive metal structures. It was here that Russia's first open-hearth furnace furnace was launched. They built the first double-deck steamer on the Volga, the world's first motor ship, hydrofoils, ekranoplans. In the 21st century, Russia's first cruise liner, the Mustai Karim, was launched here. Its comfort level rivals a five-star hotel. The enterprise is boosting production efficiency. They are creating an innovative environment here, implementing lean technologies. In every shipbuilding process, it is crucial that educated, ambitious, young people come to these workshops. After all, that is the only way the industry has a future. I was born in the town of Gorodets in the region. Actually, I finished all 11 grades of school there. After that, I entered the Volga State University of Water Transport and moved to Nizhny. During my studies, our teachers brought us to the plant multiple times. We were given tours and taken to the museum. This whole shipbuilding process, it really draws you in. Behind me, a dry cargo ship is being built. This vessel is designed to transport general and bulk cargo. They can reach a length of 140 meters. Currently, this vessel is in final assembly, getting its equipment installed. I often have to go out to the workshops to make sketches and take measurements. Then, back at the department, I analyze all of it. My duties include preparing design docs, drafting technical solutions, and working on equipment modernization. Let's bore this out. Install seals here, chevron type, top and bottom to seal off this zone. He reads blueprints, understands everything. Basically, he is very good. We work together on tooling blueprints and developing fixtures for crane equipment and shipbuilding in general. It is important not to make a mistake, because you sign your name on every drawing. When you finally see that a part has been made from your drawings, that it is installed and works correctly, naturally that brings joy and a sense of pride. Today, reliable and safe vessels are built here. Cargo, passenger, and fishing vessels. The new projects are heavily focused on import substitution. To realize them, the workshops are eagerly awaiting a new generation of shipbuilders. The topic we are discussing is like a two-way street. Sergei Obazov started here as an engineer, working on dry cargo shabs, diesel subs, and titanium nuclear submarines. Today, he is a deputy director general at the Rosatom State Corporation. On one hand, there is the past, which should interest them. And there is also the future, when we will need them to deliver. We know our desire is not enough. We need to attract them. But how? By showing the young that nothing beats. Что ничего круче реального производства, если им заниматься по-хорошему, ничего нет. It is important to see the look in a student's eyes when he walks out of the plant and sees how, without increasing staff or investment, we went from 5 vessels to 12. We have many factories and sites like that to impress them. Shipbuilders have plenty of tasks and reasons for pride ahead. A true team of professionals works at Krasnoye Sormovo, capable of handling any challenge. I never thought of leaving Nizhny Novgorod because I found myself here. I found my calling, and I think I've tied my life to this city forever. really love sports. They are a huge part of my life. I especially love track and field. I love running. My girlfriend and I love to go for a run. In the evenings, through the most beautiful spots in Nizhny, just to enjoy the atmosphere. We have entered the age of high speeds, and the Gorki Railway holds a special place here. Passenger traffic is increasing. New jobs are being created, and they are awaiting a new generation. The Gorki Railway is one of the oldest in the country. In 2022, it turned 160 years old. It traces its history to the Moscow-Nizhny line. Built by decree of Emperor Nicholas II in 1862, Gorki became a major hub, connecting central Russia with the Urals and Siberia. During the war, railway workers toiled day and night, staying at their posts even during bombing raids. Over the war years, they transported more than 100,000 vehicles and guns and over 38,000 tanks and armored cars. The Sverdlov plant alone required 500 rail cars a day to transport mines, bombs and ammo. Today, it is one of the most high-tech railways in the country. Every year, it moves over 90 million passengers and tons of cargo. While it used to only reach Moscow, today it has over 5,000 kilometers of track connecting 15 regions. I'm 29 and an electric locomotive driver. My job is to drive trains. The routes vary. Each depot has its own runs. Our run covers Nizhny to Vladimir, to Shikunya, and to Arzamas. This run is the distance we travel. Then there's either a crew or a locomotive change. Next to the modern station stands a 19th century monument, the Imperial Pavilion. Nicholas II and his family stayed here twice, in 1896 and in 1913. The Empress's Pink Room. Next, we enter the room where Nicholas II received guests. It was here that he met delegations and issued orders. And then we enter the main hall, where the Tsar's retinue awaited him. The railway is also a forge for a skilled workforce, thanks to its training center and mentors. Evgeny Moralov comes from a family of railway workers. Half a century ago, he started right here as a Class 3 fitter. Later, he became a driver, then the head of the depot, and after that, he worked at the Russian Railways headquarters. My mother was a track worker, my father was a stoker, and so, for over 50 years, I have remained faithful to this profession. I want young people to join the enterprises today. The rich history of the main line is reflected in the exhibitions of the Heritage Division. The open-air site, Steam Locomotives of Russia, leaves a particularly strong impression. Each exhibit reflects engineering progress and railway history from the 19th to 20th century. Our museum has steam locomotives from various eras and different countries. For example, the most mass-produced model in Russia is the E-Series steam locomotive. These were produced at the Kolomna, Sormovo, Novgorod, Kharkov and Bryansk plants. They served on the country's railways for a very long time, more than 50 years. Next is the E-Series, this specific one. was made at Sormovo, while this one is Hungarian. And further on, the Nizhny Novgorod Su series locomotive, Sormovo reinforced. It was produced from 1924 to 1951. Steam locomotives. All of this is maintained in good condition. Our pride and joy is the L series. It is in fully working condition. It pulls our tourist and retro trains. Here we have the cab of the L3095. Regulator, pressure gauges, injector. And, naturally, the most important part is the firebox. Its power is 6,500 kilowatts. Green light ahead. Let's go. The most important things are concentration and attentiveness. It is a huge responsibility. After all, the train weight can sometimes reach 7,000 tons. We haul all cargoes, dangerous goods, liquid bulk, explosives. The responsibility is immense. A convenient schedule allows you to find time for both your hobbies and your main work. At the Gorki Railway, every young employee is like a locomotive. They can always move forward. You can master all of this very easily, though, of course, not overnight. Considering I've worked on the railway for nearly 10 years now, I can conclude that my job is a really good one. It's even romantic. The sunrises, sunsets, and snowstorms are beautiful. The main thing is that trains keep running. The railway is the engine of the economy. We are seeing a surge of interest in skilled trades. And vocational education, unlike the fashion for higher education that existed before. In 2023, in the region, we see that 60% of graduates enter vocational institutions. That means colleges, tech schools, and so on. We have a generational shift underway. Right now, career growth at the enterprise is not just possible. It is facilitated and practically guaranteed. Quickly, across all enterprises, expanding work profiles and job diversity creates new sections. That means more managerial roles. Therefore, those who want to work, those who find their place, and prove themselves, they certainly have the opportunity to grow. The enterprises here are working actively for the good of the country. They cherish the memory of the past and look to the future. History must be preserved and loved. It must be known. Without history, there is no future. I really love the city because everyone can find something to their liking here. The most important thing is the drive and desire to grow and develop.